History of volleyball. Volleyball was introduced by William G. Morgan in the year 1895 in Holyoke, Massachusetts, USA. William decided to blend basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball to create a game for his classes of businessmen for less physical contact. He borrowed the net of tennis and raised it 6 feet 6 inches. During the game, Alfred T. Halstead remarked that the player seems to be volleying the ball back and forth over the net, and from then on the game is called volleyball. The first name of volleyball was Mintonette. On July 7, 1896, volleyball was first played at Springfield College. During 1910, Mr. Elwood S. Brown introduced volleyball to the Philippines. On 1957, after a successful exhibition tournament in Sofia, Bulgaria, volleyball was acknowledged as an Olympic sport. And on 1958, Japan introduces the six-manship system. 1964 is the first Olympic volleyball tournament was held in Tokyo. Facilities and equipment. Playing area. The playing area includes the playing court and the free zone. It shall be rectangular and symmetrical. Playing surface. The surface must be flat, horizontal, and uniform. It must not present any danger of injury to the players. It is forbidden to play on raw or slippery surface. Lines on the court. All lines are 5 cm wide. They must be of light color, which is different from the color of the floor and from the other line. Boundary lines. 2 sidelines and 2 end lines mark the playing court. Both sidelines and end lines are drawn inside the dimension of the playing court. Team composition. A team may consist of up to 12 players, 1 coach, 1 assistant coach, 1 trainer, and 1 medical doctor. Location of the team. The players not in place should either sit on their team bench or be in their warm-up area. The coach and the other team members sit on the bench but may temporarily leave it. The benches for the teams are located beside the scorer's table outside the free zone. Equipments. A player's equipment consists of a jersey, shorts, socks, the uniform, and sport shoes. The color and the design for the jersey, shorts, and socks must be uniform for the team, except for the libero. The uniforms must be clean. Player's jersey must be numbered from 1 to 18. Playing format. Playing format consists of a score of points, fault, rally and completed rally, to win a set, to win the match, default, and incomplete team. Playing actions. Ball in play. The ball is in play from the moment of the hit of the service authorized by the first referee. Ball out of play. The ball is out of play at the moment of the fault, which is whistled by one of the referees in the absence of a fault at the moment of the whistles. Ball in. The ball is in when it touches the floor of playing court, including the boundary lines. Ball out. The ball is out when the part of the ball which contacts the floor is completely outside the boundary line. Playing the ball. Each team must play within its own playing area and space. Team hits. A hit is any contact with the ball by a player in play. Consecutive contacts. A player may not hit the ball 2 times consecutively. Simultaneous contacts. 2 or 3 players may touch the ball at the same moment. Assisted hit. Within the playing area, a player is not permitted to take support from a teammate or any structure object in order to hit the ball. Faults in playing the ball. It includes 4 hits, assisted hits, catch, double contact. Ball at the net, including ball crossing the net, ball touching the net, ball in the net, reaching beyond the net, penetration under the net, contact at the net, and player's fault at the net. Service. The service is the act of putting the ball into play by the back right player placed in the service zone. First service is set service order, authorization of the service, execution of the service. screening. The players of the serving team must not prevent their opponent through individual or collective screening from seeing the server or the flight path of the ball. Faults made during the service. Serving faults. The following faults lead to a change of service even if the opponent is out of the position. The server violates the service order, does not execute the service properly. Faults after the service hit. After the ball has been correctly hit, the service becomes a fault. Serving faults and positional faults. It is the serving fault which is sanctioned. Attack hit. Characteristic of attack hit. All actions which direct the ball towards the opponent with the exception of service and block are considered as attack hits. Restrictions of the attack hit. A front row player may complete an attack hit at any height provided that the contact with the ball has been made within the player's own playing space except Rule 13.2.4. Faults of the attack hit. Blocking. Block attempt. Blocking without touching the ball. Completely block whenever the ball is touched by a blocker. Collective block executed by 2 or 3 players close to each other and is completely when one of them touches the ball. Block contact. Ball may occur by 1 or more blockers provided that the contacts are made during one action. Blocking within the opponent's space. Player may place his or her hands and arms beyond the net, provided that this action does not interfere with the opponent's play. Block and team hits. A block contact is not counted as a team hit. Blocking the service. The block an opponent's service is forbidden. Blocking fault. It is the rules of volleyball. Interruptions, intervals, and delays 15 regular game. Regular game interruptions are timeouts and substitutions. Maximum of 2 timeouts and 6 players substitution per set. Request for regular game interruption. Be requested by the coach or in the absence of the coach by the game captain and only by them. Sequence of interruption. Request for 1 or 2 timeouts. Timeouts and technical timeouts. All timeouts that are requested last for 30 seconds in the deciding 5th set. There are no technical timeouts. Only 2 timeouts of 30 seconds duration may be requested by each team. Substitution of players. The act by which a player other than the libero or his or her replacement player after being recorded by the scorer enters the game to occupy the position of another player who must leave the court at that moment. Limitation of substitution. 6 substitution is the maximum permitted per team per set. It has limitation of substitution, exceptional substitution, substitutions for expulsion or disqualification, illegal substitution, and substitution procedure. Improper requests. Improper request. It is improper to request any game interruption. Any further improper request in the match by the same team constitutes a delay. The libero player. Designation of the libero. Each team has the right to designate from the list of players on the score sheet up to 2 specialized defensive players. Equipment. The libero players must wear a uniform. Action involving the libero. The playing action. The libero is allowed to replace any player in a back row position. Referees, official, hand, signals, signature officials, and arbiters. So, these are the following pictures of referees, official, hand, signals, signatures, and arbiters. Completed block. Attempt is when the blocker reaches higher than the net but does not contact the ball, and a completed block is when the blocker does make contact with the ball. The playing area. The playing area is known as the pre-playing space and is a minimum of 7 meters high from the playing surface.